is unaware. He's unaware that his strength is gone. Say dangerous. Be careful looking for. Because you might just lay down and get up a different person. Not the same person, because guess what? When he woke up, guess what? He shook himself, the Bible says, as he would always do. Some people are shaking themselves and think, watch this, while the church is moving on and trying to get somewhere and doing something for God. Watch this. Other people are saying, well, oh, I'm shaking myself. He said, I'm going to shake myself as I do all the time, and I'm going to do what I normally do. Not knowing that the presence of the Lord had departed. Wow. Woo. And I said, what a place to be in. And then, watch this. When the Philistines come upon him, and they do something, one of the first things they do, after they cut his hair and do everything, they take his side. They take his side. My days. So no longer can you see. My days. No longer can you see. And we don't walk by sight, but we walk by faith. No longer is our faith at the level it's supposed to be. Watch this, because now our sight, our vision has been taken. I says to God, look what's happening. And so the question that I even had to pose to myself, because I found myself in this as well. I had to question myself. Watch this. When I preach a word, sometimes, you know, when I find notes and I look at notes, and I always see the notes saying, you, them, you lot. I change it. I never use, I change it. You can look in my notes and I will always say, we, including myself. I looked at that and I said, God, what is the Delilah that I have fallen in love with? What am I laying on? What am I doing? Have I shaken myself thinking like I could do what I did before, not knowing that the presence of the Lord could have left? God. I had to see myself inside there. I had to say, God, have I still got the same passion that I have to go and want to preach around the world? Watch this. You know, as preachers, we try to spiritualize everything. So I was trying to think, well, what the 7 loxes mean? What symbolicness can I put to the 7 loxes? And then when I started to do some research, there was really nothing. People were just putting things because they're trying to spiritualize everything. You know, so you want to find, you know, I wanted to come up here this morning and say, and number 1, lots was. But the truth of the matter is I couldn't find anything that really had any real substance to it. I'm not going to say that there isn't anything out there, but I couldn't find it. Well, the question that I'm posing this morning is, Have you fallen in love with the wrong thing? Has the wrong thing got you to the place? Watch this. And let me tell you something. You can fall in love with the wrong thing. The love of money. The love of money is the what? I mean, we all need money. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't want no money. I want money, but guess what? I am not going to sell myself out. And it's not going to become my Delilah that I lay upon it, that it is everything to me. I'm not going to. You know, some people's Delilah is their own self. I should have had a better amen than that. Okay, if you don't want to say it, I'll say it. Amen. Some Delilah is, watch this, evil knowledge. Caught up into so much this and that. Some's Delilah is their job, their career, their partner, their hobby. Because what it means is that you have actually traded in, watch this, your call. You've traded in. I wish I had time that the Nazarite, watch this, that the Nazarite, there was a time in his life when he would, watch this, if he was to finish his course, just say, and to walk away from his Nazarite vows, what he would do, he would actually cut his hair, and it would be placed as a sacrifice. It's in the book, I believe, in Numbers somewhere. Because the Nazarite life meant it was a, watch this, a separated, consecrated life. And guess what? The enemy wants to bring you away from that consecrated, separate you from God. And let me just throw this in, and I'm going to more or less close. Challenges. Oh my days. Please, Jesus, I thank you for all nations for Christ, that they are a congregation that can see, that they are a congregation that can, and they will not be destroyed through a lack of knowledge. But they are a people of faith. I'm talking about, that's who you are. They are a royal priesthood. A peculiar kind of people. Because a supernatural strength and ability is upon them. We thank God for grace and hope. Like I said, the Nazarite could come to the end of his assignment and basically be released from his Nazarite vows. But he had to do it in a particular way. Because it was a consecrated life. So to allow the enemy to come in and take what God has placed on your life, watch this, and cause you to abort it. Oh my days. The enemy has the victory, and you can't do what you need to do. So the real order was when you came to the end of that, they cut their hair, They bring it and they do one. The reason why they had to do it in the temple, just giving you some example, the reason they had to do it was because after they were released from that vow, they could go to funerals, they could touch dead things, they could drink wine. Oh, before Christians weren't allowed to drink wine. You need to read the Bible. Okay, I'm not messing with you. They were allowed to do certain things they were. I posed this morning. Falling in love with Jesus. Falling